Hello everybody and welcome to the last case we're going to be tackling in Spirit of Justice. Oh my god, I had initially started recording this, but about 10-15 minutes into recording, I realized that my mic had been muted the whole time, so I'm just various levels of, about this, because that was some pretty good stuff I had started recording, and now I gotta do it all over again. But yes, anyway, the last case, Turnabout Time Traveler, which is a DLC case, just like the Dual Destiny case, which I forgot the name of at this point, but it had Marlon Rhymes in it. So, timeline-wise, this takes place, after everything that has happened in Case 5 of the main series, just because there are mentions of, like, how there are hints that Apollo isn't around, funny enough, which, you know, gives you an idea where he is, and, you know, he's currently in Khura'in. So, I'm sure it's pretty strange if you decide to play this because you have your nostalgia goggles on or something, because you want to see Larry and everything. If you play this first, there's a couple of stuff that might be a little bit confusing because you haven't gone through the main game yet. But timeline-wise, I recommend you should definitely play this DLC after you finish the whole game, the whole main series. That's my recommendation. You don't have to follow me. And my thoughts on this DLC is that it's not bad. I think I prefer the Dual Destiny one over this one. It's an okay case. It brings you back a little bit from the trilogy, and I think that was the goal of this particular case. And I think it's a nice break after you went through such an intense trial that was Case 5. Like, holy crap. So, it's actually a pretty decent case. Not like, I'm not super excited or like super hated or anything, I just think it's fine. It's nice to see Larry again, I guess. So let's start this thing. Again. God damn.
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back to that blissful moment. It's almost time for the reception, milady. It actually really worked.
Okay, so, that cutscene is pretty interesting. The corner, it makes me think of a lot about Layton, just because time traveling, for some reason Ellen has, like, this weird, not Britishy accent kind of thing going on with her, and also that corner theme that is a version of the corner theme we have not heard, and it vaguely reminds me of the crossover a little bit. I'm not sure, it's just that whole cutscene aspect of it was very Layton-esque, which is strange. Anyway, let's go in and talk to everybody.
Okay, let me make sure I got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand, then blow out the candle? No, Athena, you've got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding the candle in your mouth. There's no way I'll be able to do that. Sure you can. I believe in you, Athena.
Oh, I guess she has now taken over the role of, magician's sidekick because Apollo isn't here. Trucy, what are you and Athena up to?
Athena's agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first. Now it's human cannibal this, guillotine that. It's not like I have 9 lives, you know?
You made your bed, Athena. Now you gotta lie in it.
No, I'm too young to be taking out a life insurance policy already.
My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm the head of this law office.
And since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, who exactly does all the cleaning, accounting, and scheduling around here, huh?
You've got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy Wright. She's my adopted daughter and a magician.
And I'm Athena Sykes, the Rising Star Lawyer of the Write Anything Agency.
Or rather, the Rising Star Assistant to Trucy, you mean?
If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm gonna forget everything I ever learned.
Well, let's talk about your writing first, and then we'll get to the courtroom. Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we? That sounds familiar.
Business is slow as ever, huh, Nick? Bet you made more money back when you played the piano.
Hi!
Yo, long time no see.
Larry? Oh, bless his theme. I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden?
Some big news, that's what.
Okay.
Who's this guy, boss?
This is Larry Butts. He's, well, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So, Larry, what's so big that you had to come and tell me in person?
There's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you can come in now.
All right. How do you do?
Whoa, she's pretty along with this theme. Hi?
That dress! Is that a wedding dress?
Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Wyatt. I am a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household.
Sprocket? As in Sprocket Aviation?
Yes, that's the one.
Wow, Mr. Wright! Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company! You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right? The one they call RAL for short?
Yeah, that does sound familiar. Did you fly in an RAL, getting from here to Korian and back? Also, is the RAL a reference to the investigation? I don't know, what was the name of the airline that Edgewood took back in the first game? I don't remember.
Well, it's run by Sprocket Aviation.
I see. But what is this Sprocket family maid doing here in a wedding dress?
So, actually, we decided to get married.
What? You what?
I'm not so young anymore, you know? I figured it's time to finally settle down.
What? What indeed? What? You're getting married? No way. I don't believe it. Besides... she doesn't seem thrilled about this. Why would someone as well put together as her choose someone as flaky as Larry? Right, is so savage. You're kidding, right?
Jealous? I don't blame you. But green's not really your color, you know?
Alright, Larry, lay it on me. Well, first, we're going to present the badge!
What are you showing me your attorney's badge for? Wait, are you saying you want me to take up your badge and hit the courtroom?
Absolutely not! With you as the defense, you're liable to bring the whole courthouse down. Literally.
All I want is one chance to defend somebody in court! Objection! How was that? Pretty good, huh? Ready to let me borrow your badge now? You saw how awesome I am at pointing, right? I'm starting to think I'm a natural.
Larry, no. I'm not lending you my badge, and that's final. Besides, pointing isn't all that a lawyer does.
Aw, pretty please? What do you got to lose?
I mean, his job again. My reputation, for one. I never should have shown him my badge. Alright, let's talk now. In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married?
Not right away, but that's the plan. We're gonna elope, see? Like, love on the run, I guess you could say? Isn't that right, Ellie?
Oh, I love ellipses.
Larry, I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another. I'm in love with Soren. Not you.
Say what?
That's about what I thought.
But, Ellie, baby! Weren't you running away with me so we could get married?
As I said, you misunderstand. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason why I ran away with you.
This is not happening! I even shook off the police for you! For what? That's it! If we can't be together, my life is over! I'm gonna end it all!
Larry. Wait, back up. Did you say you shook off the police?
Yes, we had to, because we're lovers on the lam!
Oh my god. Sorry, Miss Wyatt. But can you maybe fill me in on what's going on?
To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect.
You know, I think you need to. This is worst off if you. I don't think you should have been running away from the police if you're a murder suspect. Murder? They think you killed somebody?
I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so the suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room. And that's when Larry came along and helped me escape.
I'm sorry, but what?
Oh, Nick! Me and Ellie were going to elope! We were going to put it all on the line for true love! But the police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake them off. Where did it all go wrong?
I feel a migraine coming on. Me too.
Please help me. The police are sure to be intensifying their search.
Well, I think the first thing you should probably do after telling Wright your plight is to probably turn yourself into the police so you are in less trouble with your sentencing.
Look, it's even on TV.
More news on the murder suspect and an unidentified man on the run from the police. A photo of the suspect, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has been released by the police. Sources say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim, 25-year-old Dumas Gloomsbury, to death in the wedding reception hall after her banquet. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous. If you see them... You've gotta be kidding me.
Oh, brother. I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh?
Oh, Nick, what's the guy to do? Ellie's jumped me hardcore!
I'm the one who should be crying. I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time?
You mean you don't know? You've really gotta stop living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Larry Stunim.
That mustache!
I can't believe you didn't know I'm taking the picture book world by storm.
Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote Francie's Whippity Whip Trip, right?
Francie's Whippity Whip Trip! How did Francesca let him get away with that? Now that you mention it, I think I dare hear something about a one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I'll have you know I created a brand new character to moderate acclaim. He's mildly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere.
Mildly?
Look, you can see his cute self all over this jacket.
What? That heart-shaped pork chop?
He's not a pork chop! He's the main character of my latest picture book. A lovable little soul who pierces the hearts of lovers with his arrows of amour. Hugh Piglet!
Of course it'd be a Cupid.
And you can see this adorable fellow make his debut in Hugh Piglet's Lovey-Dovey Lark. In stores now!
Are you sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores now or ever.
Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy or 10, will ya?
But I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm.
Anywho, you'll defend Ellie in court, right, buddy?
Please, I'm begging you. I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean and pure as this pure white dress.
No psych locks. I guess that means she's telling the truth. But helping a fugitive on the run? What am I getting myself into?
There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you.
Oh?
You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow. Also, I'm just gonna stop for a second just to talk about Larry. It's very interesting how they develop Larry's artistic aspects and stuff, because I'm pretty sure, I think this was way back in Trials and Tribulations, where they started introducing Larry as this artistic person, where he started drawing and painting a lot. And it was, I think most of us kind of assumed it was just a one-off shot thing, because that's what Larry does. He'll just go from one thing to another every time. But I found it interesting when we got into investigations, because I'm pretty sure, because this is still the same team, now they're building up on it, that he continued to be an artist into investigation, and then it led to him to doing picture books for kids in this one. I find that interesting, that just that little development as it went, you know, and he's pretty good. Like, Investigations 2, when you saw his stuff, it's pretty nice.
After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then in that instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck, and I went back in time to just before the reception started. Only, this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead. And somehow, I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history has been rewritten.
Now, wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... Oh. What's going on?
Mr. Wright, there are police cars outside! And not just one or two, but a whole bunch!
Well, the gig is up. Also, this, again, timey-wimey stuff makes me think of Layton. And it does have a couple of characters that are a little bit steampunkish in this, too, interesting enough.
Daddy, a whole squad of officers has the building surrounded!
What? This is the police. There is no escape. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up.
Nick, what do we do?
Heck if I know.
I see a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3... 44... 45... Wow, talk about overkill.
For just 2 people. Listen here, you criminals. Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm, home-cooked meals. Who in the heck are you? A detective? Now hold on there. Hey, you can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait.
Is everyone okay in here, Mr. Wright?
Emma! Wow, we get to see you so soon. Emma?
I'm sorry for all the commotion.
So what in the world is going on?
Well, I raced on over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who'd holed himself up in here with the murder suspect after he made off with her.
And the fleet of patrol cars?
The police are being extra careful because apparently a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back, I have a bomb."
Larry!
I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about.
Well, the police were being so persistent, I had to do something. So I tried bluffing.
Larry!
You know, like you do in court, Nick.
Okay, this is real life. This isn't a courtroom. Please leave me out of this.
Well, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center.
I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry.
Come on, Nick. We gotta get down to the detention center right away.
Listen, Larry. I haven't even decided whether I'm going to take on this case or not.
But I know you will, 'cause it's you.
'Cause it's you.
Guess I've got no choice but to tag along and help then. What? And skip out on me? We've only just started practicing your repertoire, you know? Huh?
You better stay and practice with Trucy, Athena. A promise is a promise, after all.
That's cold, boss! You gotta get me out of this! I can't take it anymore!
Well, that's too bad.
Let's get practicing, Athena. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. No! Stop! I'm begging you!
Run, Athena, run!
She's getting away! You get back here, Athena!
And Phoenix just laughs about it. I guess the only person cut out to be Trucy's assistant is Apollo. Well, guess we better get to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. Especially about that whole time-traveling business she was talking about. Tell me about it, Jesus. Okay. That's a weird thing to throw at me. Hello!
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Wyatt, would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Nick is gonna defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great?
Okay, he still hasn't agreed to this. Larry, I told you I haven't decided yet.
What?
Oh!
You're not going to take my case?
I'm sorry, but this personality of her makes me think of, what is her name? Sailor Moon.
I'm never gonna be happy.
Extremely Sailor Moon-esque. Miss Wyatt? What the? Did I do something wrong? Miss Wyatt, please calm down.
I'm innocent, I tell you. But the police won't believe me. Neither will anyone else. I'm gonna die all alone in a jail cell.
All right, I'll do it. I'll take your case. Just please stop crying.
Really? You will?
The fact that Larry was the one who brought you to me had me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through.
Did I really have a choice?
I guess not.
Thanks, Larry. When something smells... In any case, it doesn't seem like Miss Wyatt killed anybody. Plus, it's not like I'm up to my ears in work at the moment. Miss Wyatt, Ellen, let's do this. Together.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright.
There. It's gonna be okay. Now, try to pull yourself together.
All right. Just give me a moment.
Wow! That's impressive!
I'm truly grateful to you for taking up my defense, Mr. Wright.
Okay, I'm really impressed by her animation and just how, like, she goes from, like, that personality to this. Sure, no problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. Indeed. Alright, let's present the badge. What can you tell me about this?
Oh, never mind that. What about Soren? Oh, Soren. Do you suppose he hates me now?
I really couldn't say.
Oh, what if he doesn't love me anymore because of all this? Whatever shall I?
Oh no, she's gonna start crying again. I really don't think he hates you, Ellen.
You don't? Really?
Yes, really. Probably? So, don't cry. You only cause him more heartache if you do.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Dang, I wish I could pull myself together that easily.
As a Sprocket bride, I have to hold my head up high at all times.
I better really watch what I say around Ellen. I think I only have one time to really talk about one thing before I have to end this, so... Let's see. Suspicion of murder. And I'm doing that DGS thing again. Ellen, please tell me everything you can about the incident.
All right. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury.
Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim in that news report? Maybe I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions.
Dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blushing bride. What a creep!
Says the guy who was trying to steal her away. That's rich, coming from you. Do you have any idea why he attacked you?
No, but...
But what?
Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married.
Jeez, jealous much? What a loser.
Larry, just shut up.
Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me onto the Vista deck and was going to push me off. Oh, how frightening it all was! I was just about to lose my life on what should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant.
That pendant?
Yes, it was a gift from my husband-to-be, Soren. He said it's a symbol of our love.
And so you made a wish on it?
Now, you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but I begged the pendant, please take me back to that blissful moment. And do you know what? It worked. It brought me back to just before the reception started.
Yeah, there's something fishy going on here. Time traveling doesn't exist in Ace Attorney Land? So what's the time traveling thing you mentioned back at my office? I'm sorry, but I have to say, it's pretty unbelievable.
Unbelievable? I knew you'd never believe me!
Nick, Ellie here is an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Don't you believe your own client? The magic of that pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her.
Sure, Larry. Sure.
But it's really true, I tell you. This pendant is an important part of the time machine that Soren made. I begged it for help, and it really did set me back in time.
Is she listening to herself?
I even experienced the reception again, even though we already held it once before. And during it, everyone there acted as if nothing unusual was happening at all.
Could you not cook while we're talking, please? Alright, so when and how did you come under suspicion for murder?
Well, after the reception ended, the second reception, I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself.
Hold on. Cleaning? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day?
For my last task as a servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet.
I see.
I started to move one of the decorative lanterns in the room. But it was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over and break open. That's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside of the lantern.
So you simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right?
That's right. I just came across it by accident. But I became confused and didn't know what to do. That's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I had killed him.
So this Gloomsbury guy tried to kill Ellen, but then wound up dead himself after Ellen traveled back in time? A time machine and a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? I think we need to look in this a little bit more, which we will do in the next video, because we are out of time now, so...
Ellie, why don't you tell Nick about that other thing, too?
You know, I'll wait until after Larry has his 2 cents.
About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked.
Yes, good idea, Larry.
Alright, okay, now we stop and we shall continue talking to her in the next video, so I'll see you guys then.